Greetings, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I had a super duper panic mode. Let me tell you. I lost my password and I couldn't log in to the live. So, my bad. Don't lose your passwords, guys. Don't write them down in one place and say, oh, I'll move them later. Move them right away, because we don't want to lose them. And I'm feeling, there we go. I'm a little more in the center. How is everybody doing? Those sounds of crazy dishevelment was me removing everything I threw on my desk, trying to find my password. It wasn't pretty, you guys, and I have a disaster behind me, still no passwords, and then I'm like, just change the password. So, yeah, I changed the password again. This time, I wrote it down where it's supposed to be. Alright, so we have Ms. Pam and Dawn. Hello, lovely ladies. Ms. Jean, hello. Hope everyone is having a beautiful, wonderful day today. I am super excited because it's still July, which means I can still do Christmas in July and kind of get away with it, right? But, yeah, I'm super excited. I have been excited for this stamp since I saw it available. And, this is the Pink Fresh stamp, stencil, and die set. I did buy all three parts, the stamp, the stencil, and the die, because it's gonna make super easy cards. Ooh. Oh, heave. It's a sticky. They're Pink Fresh. It has super wonderful photo polymer stamps. They're super sticky. They do what they're supposed to do. And they're huge. I mean, just look at that. Isn't it? Oh, you guys. Ooh, I'm excited. I had a half a sheet of paper here, which I probably threw into that hot mess. So we're going to get another half a sheet of paper and try again. Let's try this. Okay. Because at least I didn't lose these, right? Oh my goodness. So, we're going to cut it. Is it going to fit? No. Because it has a die, I don't want to stamp it right up to the edge. I want to give it some room so that I can cut my die out. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut this the long ways. And we're just going to cut the paper in half. And I'm going to do that. It might have a little bit of waste, but we're going to go 4 1/4. The other half of the paper I can cut into 2 panels. Ugh. Okay, I can cut into my 2, okay, let's not chop my fingers off here. But I'm going to chop that after, in case I need to make 2, in case I do a beauty. I can't believe I lost those passwords. I just had them. Yeah. Last day too. Woohoo. Didn't get into bed until 2 a.m. That sounds like me. Okay. So I've got this. We're going to stamp that beauty on it. We are going to use the stencils. I just forgot to pull them out. And then I'm going to do a big card today. We're going to do a nice, beautiful 5x7. I did cut my panel down a half an inch smaller than the 5x7. So we're doing 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. Okay, 4 1/2. Yeah, 6 1/2, 4 1/2. Okay, and that's going to give us an even bigger white border. Okay, we're going to get a lovely 1/4 inch on both sides and to tops and the bottoms. Okay, so that's what you need. You need the 5x7, 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to grab our Simon Hurley pinstripes. I think these are still available in the Crescent creation. I didn't have time to pop in there because I was in panic mode. But if they're not, you can click the notify me when available and pick yourself up. Some of the pattern does repeat, and like these two repeat, but they all peel off, which is lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel two that I think are going to be fun together. Okay, just like so. And I numbered mine so I can put them back later. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a plaid. Oh, I don't know. They're a little bit short, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Maybe we'll do a diagonal plaid because that'll fit diagonally. That's what we'll do. We'll make a diagonal plaid. We'll make those work. So what I'm going to do is I'm still waiting on the bigger Stampin' Blocks, but that's okay. We'll use our stamping platform. Okay. We can do this in the platform today. Get my little mat in here. I'm going to put this in the center because I need it to hang off on all the sides. Okay. That's not going to work. Okay, we're going to do this by hand because if I close the door and this is like hanging off, it's not going to really do what we need it to do. So we're going to do it by hand and it will be beautiful. So it's okay. Next. Trial and error, my friends. Trial and error. So I'm going to do these ones this way and I'm going to do this one this way. That'll work. Okay, so I'm doing Christmas colors. The poinsettia is going to have some greens and some reds. So if we do some blues, pardon me, allergies, sorry guys. A little bit of blue and a touch of purplish. Yeah, I could use the door as a big thingy. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to do one set in the purple and one set in the blue. And I'm just going to ink this up. Now you can get some fun texture. Okay, we're just going to set that down. Bless me, thank you. Oh, look at that. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a space because, you know, it's a plaid. It's very easy to stamp, you guys. Super easy. And it's a homemade plaid, so it's okay if it's off a little. Okay, I'm getting this all over my fingers. Quit touching everything. Neha, hello. Miss Neha is back from her lovely vacation with her family. We have exciting things coming in August. Be sure to be following us on social media, because I'm going to be doing some fun little reels. Oh yes, I'm super excited. And then Miss Neha will be back doing some lives as well. And you know, she does really great coloring, where I just do easy, lazy coloring. Miss Neha does beautiful coloring. Okay, so we've got our color going the one way, and then we're going to I'm debating if I want, well, let's clean our mess first before we stick our fingers in it, because that would be me. I'm just gonna get these moving. I spray enough water so that they start moving around, and then just pick them up. Pick up those puddles. Ah, look at that. Love that cleanup. Ooh, it's going pretty. And then we'll pop some blue on there. We could put some poinsettias on that too. Okay, so let's get the blue. We'll get our diagonal, and we're gonna do it. Where'd my block go? We're gonna do it diagonal. So I'm gonna ink her up just like before. Okay, and then this time I'm gonna put this one here just so I cover that little spot that I had missed a little bit. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Making our own plaid. These types of backgrounds are great for any occasion. Gonna put a little bit of blue right there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And they're a good investment because, one, they're red rubber. Two, they're not gonna go out of style. I mean, you can pinstripe Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the holidays, all the seasons. You can do kind of a monochromatic and go vintage with it. I mean, how beautiful would this be striped in some browns and some grays? Simply gorgeous. And with this peel apart, the Simon Hurley peel aparts are really great because they peel apart. You don't have to use it as it's in, you know, well, that's just it. It's not intended to be used one way. You can peel them apart, use them individually, all that fun stuff. Ugh, look at that. And if you have a big stamping block, that would make this a lot easier. But we do what we got, you know. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I've got my paper here, so I'm gonna just squirt my little blue puddles, and then I'm just gonna pick them up and add them to my reds. Oh, my purple. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, so dreamy. Dry my surface. So now I have a background for another card. It's going to be fabulous. Oh, head colds are the worst. Some people think that I've got colds, but I don't. I got allergies. I haven't had a cold in a long time, which is thankful, because I don't know what I'd do if I had a cold and my allergies all at the same time. That would be horrible. I am gonna take, I want to spruce up the edges and add a little bit more color. So I'm going to take the same blue in the ink blending brush, whatever you have, and I'm just going to lightly fill in all that white. I'm not a fan of the white, so I'm saying bye-bye to the white. But if you're a fan of white, you can leave it. I almost feel like we could do another stripe in there, a darker one. We'll see how we feel. And then I'm going to go in extra heavy on the edges. Just darken that up. Let those bristles catch on the edge of the paper. Okay, that's how you're going to darken those edges up. Just scrape them on the edges and keep on moving. Look at that. Ugh. Gives it a nice little vignette. Kind of go in an arch around the corners to really accentuate a vignette. Just let it scrape those edges. Yeah. Oops. Oh, look at that. Okay. So I love that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But I like it. We'll make sure we stamp in some really bright, vibrant colors for our poinsettia so that it pops off of this triple berry. That might just be my problem. I just need another brighter color on top of that. All right, here's our beautiful, beautiful stamp. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this one definitely does not fit in the MISTI, which, you know, I'm such a dork sometimes, you guys. I don't know why I don't think of this stuff. I could have used this for my pinstripes. I have a bigger platform. Hello. Most of us have multiple sizes of platforms. Oh my goodness. You guys, sometimes. Do you guys ever go through that, like, you know, but you know? Okay, and I think that's just a, yep, that's a little too big. I got to put it on a diagonal. Got to do it on the diagonal. No. Oh no, he doesn't fit. This one is bigger than the other one, I think. Because he's hanging out all over the place. Okay. Well, I'll be a bugger. That's fine. That's fine. This is the other thing we can do, okay? Sometimes we encounter that our stamp is just too big. So I'm going to just ink it up right on the table, and I'll show you how I do that. Oh, look it! Ms. Neha says, hey to you ladies, I wanted to share 25% coupon just for the live viewers. How does that sound? That sounds awesome sauce. Take a peek at the store. Okay, so I was rubbing it down because it's a brand new stamp. Although Pink and Pink Fresh never had a problem with their stamps right out of the package. Okay. So we're going to ink her up. And you know, I have a feeling this is how I inked up the other one too. These stamp and die ones are very, very big. And I'm not too worried about that because the center stuff's going to get cut out. we're going to die cut this. So we're just going to ink it up like so. Okay, now this is what I do. Make sure we can see, because this part's the important part, where the glass and the paper, the glass, and the stamp all meet. So I've got this close to this line here. It's off that line there. So I'm going to make sure that my paper is between the lines. Okay. Which I can go over. I'm pinching the paper to the glass. The paper is not touching the design. Okay. Now I'm got the paper pinched with my fingers like so. I'm going to gently let go and then smooth it across. Okay, now I can let my fingers go because I have another hand on there. Okay, so we're going to use one hand to hold, one hand to smooth. This is how I do it. And you don't have to be slow about it. You can get your little rubbing tool, you know. Just make sure you get those on there. And then we're going to peel. And look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? I got a little bit of boo-boos going on up there, but that's okay. We'll slow that down. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Okay, we're going to give a little cleaning on that. And I just am using some water. But as you can see, it's a pretty sticky stamp. So it's not that the ink is staining, it's like sticking to it. It's kind of... It's got to kind of work it out. Ugh, there we go. Okay, get that peeled up, set that aside. Make sure my table is clean. Okay, so there's this. We're gonna grab our stencil, and I keep all my stencils in my stencil book, and I can go to Pink Fresh. Oh, I kept it in this. Yep, there. Nope. Yep, there's Poinsettia. Okay. Ooh, look at pretty stencils. Okay, so the stencils are numbered, so you can do them in order if you like. And I just took a little bit of acrylic paint and rubbed it into where it says stencil so that I could see it much easier. And then you can line it up. Now, they don't line up perfectly, guys. They don't. We're going to do Love Struck for the centers and then pull it out. Or no, we're going to do Game Over in the centers and then add a little bit of the Love Struck. I'm just trying to see if it's okay. So we'll do Love Struck on the majority and then Game Over on the other ones. That's right. Pam says they're supposed to be whimsical, so they don't line up perfectly, and that's okay. We're gonna get it where we think it's gonna look good. Oh, and then we're just gonna ink in some colors. Now you can check out the Crescent Creation shop. They do have some of the Simon Hurley colors. And I do believe she is getting the new ones. The trio of muted colors. I'm excited. Those will be on the way to my house soon. Oh, look at that. And his inks build up so beautifully. So if you're like, oh no, I need that really dark, well, you just get that really dark. Now, I'm not gonna clean this. I'm gonna save this because when I clean it, I can make another card. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? Ugh. So there's the Love Struck. Oops. Set you over there. I'm gonna clean my brush just a little so that I get Game Over on there. Okay. Then we're gonna grab our second stencil for the other flowers. Just like so. We're gonna pop that on there. And again, I'm not going to clean this stencil. I'm actually going to clean it over another piece of paper. And we're going to see the beauty of it. See, there it is. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. You can really tell those ones. Okay, so then we have some green foliage. So we just need to figure out our greens. I'm actually going to grab a couple of brushes. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna do a light green on everything, and then I'm gonna take my smaller brush and go in and hit a darker green on some of the holly leaves. Lisa, hello, how are you doing? So we're gonna go with my light green, which is the overzealous. And I'm tapping that off because I'm cramming the overzealous in there in case there's any other green in there. Okay. Oops, don't move it. We had it in a good spot. There we go. Just a little something there. Okay, so we got our overzealous. And I'm not going to be too careful. I'm just going to go in here and get everybody some overzealous. Because even though it's winter, sometimes we get those lighter colors and they're really beautiful. Live special! Woohoo! What a great coupon code. Live special. Great way to thank you guys for hanging out with us and get you inspired to do some cards. Now, if you're doing a mass production and you need to make like 10 cards with this, I would recommend doing one color at a time. Do all 10 cards with the red. Do all 10 cards with your second red. And then just keep going just like that. And then at the end, you're going to die cut everything, put them in the little piles, and then put your cards together. It's going to be gorgeous. Okay, so then we're going to go in with a little bit of fake plant. Oh, have you guys... There's lunar paste coming. The fake plant. Fake plant, Game Over, and Midnight Snack are going to be the new lunar paste colors. I'm so excited, you guys. Okay. So I'm using my small brush and I'm just going to pop in some of that darker green. Just, you know, tap it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just add a little bit of texture. That one I got like super green. There we go. This one looks like it might need. That's funny. This one wasn't popped out. That might help. Let's ink that one up. Okay, and then we peel that off. Oh, look at that. Set that up there. Or no, do I want to? I don't know. Oh, look at that. How easy is that? And it's fabulous that they don't line up perfectly, so you can really change it up. Or not change it up. You don't have to stress about it. You get it mostly good. And yeah. So I'm going back in with the overzealous. Get that in there. Add back in that nice light color. And the Simon Hurley line of inks, you can go on top of them over and over, and it's just going to get darker and darker. Certain papers work a lot better. I'm using Accent Opaque. I love how the inks go on, so that's what I'm using. Shay, hello, hello. Yes. The you could totally fussy cut this out. You could totally leave it as this and just chop out a section, you know. Or you could tape it off and just do the wreath like all over. I mean, there's so many opportunities. You don't have to use the whole set all at once. But I'm going to tell you, look at that. It's going to be kind of worth it. Okay, now this one, we got some berries going on. Those are the berries, and those are the centers. You guys, I think I gotta pull out some lunar paste for that. We'll do a very thin layer of lunar paste. We'll brush it in with our tool, okay? That way there, it'll dry faster. And do I want red? Yeah, let's do bee sting. It's gonna be pretty. We'll do a thin layer, that way it dries quick, because you know that's another thing. We need our things to dry fast, especially if we're doing a lot of them. Now if you're just doing one, I would glob that on so thick. I'd be like, yes please. So I put a little bit on with a spatula, just a little bit. And you guys, I'm like showing my belly, I'm so sorry. So I got a little bit on here, and right here I'm just going to tap that out and then pounce it, twist it, whatever I need to do to get it into the crevices, just like so. Okay, and thin layers are going to dry quick. You'll need to take this down to the sink to get it all cleaned up, but it will clean off your stencil. Okay, those are not going in as deeply as I want them, so I'm just going to, there we go, add a little bit more. Okay, and you're probably thinking, oh my god, you're putting on so much. No, not really. It's such a thin layer, you guys. And it's better to go back for more than get too much. And I've had my lunar paste since it first came out, and it still works so nicely. Very creamy. Does its job. Let's get it into those crevices. Come on. Okay. So I'm going to close that off. Okay. I'm going to very carefully peel it right up. And then you see the little bit of shine in there. How fun is that? Oh my goodness. So the last layer, we did our lunar paste. We're going to set this over to dry, and then we're going to clean this up. I would do maybe two at a time, and then just kind of clean it in between. I need to get a smaller brush for my lunar paste. A small stiff brush for these fine areas. That's what I need. Okay, and then we're gonna clean up. We're gonna flip it over. We're gonna clean that. Okay. And I have a little scrubber here that I use to get into the insides. Get that cleaned up right there. Come on. Scoocha. There we go. And you have to take the time to clean your stencils of the lunar paste. The inks and stuff, you can leave your inks on for the week and then come back and give them a squirt, and the Simon Hurley inks just wipe right off. They never fully set into the stencils. Ask me how I know. I have put away stencils dirty by accident, and they just wipe clean of the inks, not the lunar paste. The longer the lunar paste sets, the crustier it gets, and it's a little bit harder to get off, but it will come off. And it stained a little. I'm not too worried about that. If I was, I could just take it to the sink and give it a good scrubbing, and it would come very, very clean. Okay, so there's that. Get that. It's not quite enough to clean up. I'm like, where are all these marks coming from? Elizabeth, we need to clean the guy too, our little scrubber. So you just drench him. Okay, you want to make sure you get in there, and then you just clean it up, and then you'll have a nice, eventually, it won't be perfect, but it'll not be stiff as a board. There we go. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's set this aside, our little background. We're gonna get that ready to die cut, so I just gotta make room for it. Put my, oops, sorry guys, I'm just beating you guys up with my arm. Put some of my inks away so that I have room, because we've got to get our die cutting machine, get our behemoth up on our desk. Ooh, come here you. Ooh. Okay, and then we're gonna get our poinsettia. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's already ready to go. You don't have to cut anything apart. It's perfect. No missing pieces, no weirdness. We're just gonna set that on there. we're going to grab our platform. Okay. I'm going to cut into my plate, so I want to make sure my yucky one is down. And then I am going to use a little piece of washi. Zoom out. Well, if you want to see everything, I guess I could. I'll zoom out. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this lined up so that I get a little bit of white around everything. And look at that, it lines up so easy. I lined up this part and the rest just fell right into place. I don't even have to worry about it. Well, maybe a little. No, it's good. Yeah, just a little. Being a little fussy down here. That's all right. I'm going to get that where I want it. Double check up here. Looks great. I'm going to put my cover on. And, oops. Let's line that up a little bit better. I'm going to send that. Ooh, send it on through to the other side. That was kind of squeaky. What was up with that? Look at, they just pop. Oop, not that one. I missed that one a little bit. But that's okay. Is that me or is that? Well, I'll be darned. My die is messed up a little bit. So there's no cutting blade right there. Okay. It's nothing I'm going to worry about, okay? All I got to do is I'm going to grab this, and look, that lunar paste is already dry. I'm just going to grab it, and I'm just going to give it a yank, okay? Pulls right out, even though, you know, it wasn't cut perfectly. It pulls right out. I'm not too worried about it. But, yeah, if you encounter something with your product, you would just, even though I got this from Crescent Creation, I would contact Pink Fresh and say, hey, I have this die, but it doesn't cut right here. And I would send them a picture and whatnot and see if they would help me out with that. So you don't have to live with it not cutting perfectly. I'm going to, because it doesn't bother me. You know, accidents happen. You know, it's machinery and people, you guys. Ooh, that's hefty. Hefty little. And this is why I'm not worried about it, because look it. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Look at all of these goodies. Oh my goodness. Did I get everybody? I've got 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, no, 6. There we are. Look it. So that's what we got out of our die. Now this is the fun thing, right? You've got all of these parts. If you cut this in half, you've got it for 2 cards. You could cut that in half and you've got it for 2 cards. You've got this for 1 card, and then maybe, you know, you do some fancy wreath building in the center of a card here. Okay, maybe a little bit of ribbon or something. It's just, you don't have to use it all on 1 card. You could do a couple of slim lines and whatnot. But I am going to use this all on 1 card. I'm going to see what I can do to use it all on 1 card. Because why not, right? Try and get you guys straightened out there, you little crooked. Yeah, Pink Fresh, they're a good company. They probably would make that right. But You saw, you know, all I did was cut my die and it was already dry, that lunar paste. I think I'm going to pop this guy up right on there. So I'm going to pop that one there. And then I'm going to put this one here. Maybe. Ooh, no, I like that like that. If we... having a feeling it needs to go this way. So if I pop this up there and do some fun stuff outwardly, put that guy there, put the little smaller ones in the corner, put you there, right? And they don't have to touch because I've got the ring, right? So if I put that there and then pop that up there, oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. And I don't want to cut anything off, so I'm just gonna scooch these all in. Actually, no, I've got a 1/4 inch border, so if I let these hang off just a little bit, it's gonna add even more dimension. So I'm gonna let those hang off just a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna, this is gonna be like one of those hand delivered cards because it's gonna be so pop-tastic. Foam tape to the rescue. Oops, and I forgot I got a little leaf there. We'll find a little home for that. Okay, so we're gonna do, okay, we're going to pop that, and pop those. So we're gonna pop these, and I think I'll put that with that one, and then we'll glue these ones down. Too hot here to bake. Yeah, 110, ouch. You're already baking at that temperature, right? And then just a little bit hanging off. Oops. Did that. Oh, Shay's hand didn't heal. I'm sorry. Probably don't need glue on that either. Okay, and then we're gonna just dangle that off just a little bit. And then we're gonna pop, well, we're gonna glue that one down, but we're gonna pop the rest. So it looks like I could use my 1/4 inch tape. It's not really a peel and stick, Elizabeth, but let's get our glue scissors. We're just gonna go around this. There we go. Peel everybody. And if you're doing your 10 cards, I would put the foam tape on everything you're going to pop up, and then as you're gluing and stuff, your foam tape is ready to go. So there is... I forgot to glue it down. Let's try that again. Good job, Elizabeth. Okay. And we try that again. There we go. Pop that up. And then we're going to pop this one up. So I only need a strip that's going to be on just one little strip, because that's all that's going to be on there. So there's that. Probably should have done it so we don't see the foam tape. There we go. And then I'm going to do this one with this thickness too. Okay. Just like so. And then just a teeny bit off the edges. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, and then this one, because I have the two, I could do a double foamy. I'm going to foam once with this and double foam this one. Okay, so we're going to need 3 pieces of foam. One for the leaf. Try not to get it so we can see it. That would be great. That's right. We'll put that right there. No foamies to waste. And then we're gonna pop this one up twice. So what I'm gonna do is peel and add another layer, just like so. Just like so. A little bit more support for this particular one because it's on the edge of the card. Okay. Stack those up like so. Okay. Oh, I bet Shay missing the crafting. Trying to decide how I want. Well, I want this there. So we're just going to put that there the way I want it, and then we'll figure out this little guy. Maybe it's another pop-up. Oh, I like it there. Sometimes you just gotta feel around for stuff, but not like that. Let's turn him out. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at all that gorgeousness. And then we're gonna grab our 5x7 base and mount that up. Okay. And we can debate. I mean, I've got a lot of foam going on. Do we do another layer of foam and pop that all up? Not loving the white. Ooh, you know what would be pretty? Do I have any left? No. Don't do that. I need a whole folder, please. No, okay. Stuff has fallen. I have made Crashy Crash. There you are. There you are. This is the Rainbow Dots holographic card from Crescent Creation. Ooh, I do have. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's fun. Ooh, looky. And I'm just going to do it shy of 5x7 so I get still a little white border. And then we're going to have this shiny, woo-wee, yeah, yes please. Okay, so we're going to get our, I'm going to lift you up so I can actually cut this. So 5x7. I am gonna cut this at 5.5 just to cut the paper in half. No, because it won't matter. I won't have anything left on this side. So 5x7. So I'm gonna do it just shy of 5. Just shy of 5. And then I'm gonna flip it over to my table because I have a ruler there. And I'm gonna mark it just shy of 7. Okay. And there's my 7 mark. It's about right. Then we're going to make sure I took off enough. I need just a hair more off of the end because I've got a little bit there. So we're just going to take just a hair off. See how that looks. Oh, that's much better. Much more even. Look at that. That could be a card all by itself. Put some of those poinsettias on there. Oh, wouldn't that be pretty? Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure my glue would stick to this, but to be on the safe side, because this is a super slick surface, I'm just going to put some score tape on mine. Just like so. And that will hold that right in place. Okay. And then a little bit of glue. And we're going to get this centered, hopefully. Come on, that's not where I want you. OMG. Let's try this again. Oh, look at that. It's a little off. I'm a little off, but that's okay. Okay, and then we're gonna zhuzh it up with some more glue. This one will definitely take the extra postage going through the mail, but it'll be so worth it. Smoosh it around just a little. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Rainbow Dots holographic cardstock to the rescue. Oh, yay. Look at how beautiful that is. And since I started 10 minutes late and it is 4:10, ha ha ha, it only took me an hour to do this. Once you get the hang of it though, this card would be a super quick card, especially if you're doing it in steps to do it multiple times. And once you get your placement and how, you know, that, because that takes a little bit of time figuring the placement. Once you get your prototype done, they're all going to go so much faster. So we have that lovely lunar paste in there on our last layer. Layer number 5 is all lunar paste. And yeah, I think next time though, I would spatula that in and get it thick. I think it would be super fun, but this does have a little bit of texture. Needing it to dry fast, use a brush or like I did, the tool to smush it in there nice and thin. But if you're doing a lot of these, you could spatula them all in, and by the time you get to the last one, the first one's going to be dry. Just saying. It dries good. So I thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this little process here using the Pink Fresh Poinsettia stamp, stencil, and die. Lovely little set there, or little stencils. I'm going to clean those and make another card. I'll post pictures on my Instagram and share it with Neha if she wants to share it on her Instagram. And then we use the Simon Hurley Pinstripe to make our kind of plaid background. Alright, and don't forget, for those viewing for today, the special coupon code Miss Neha gave out for everybody. That was super awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Melissa K. I don't know if I said hello earlier, but there we go. All right, my friends, have a great day. We'll see you next Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on Crescent Creation. Bye-bye. I gotta clean my computer. All my stencils are hanging out, so I can get over here.